Hey, this is JR, the TextPat OTG, and today I'm going to talk to you about our new recorder and a little history of how we got here. When we started out doing YouTube videos, the only recorder we had for audio was just my LG phone. Used that in a lav mic. That was about 7 years ago, and a lot of things have changed since then. Our first big step into audio was a Tascam DR10 pocket recorder. We were able to use the little Voya lav mics that we used with our phone with the Tascam recorders, and it really offered an improvement in our audio. That was our first big move, and it was pretty simple, and Ray and I both could operate all the equipment real easily. It was simple to use and worked great. About a year into our YouTube stuff, we bought a secondhand Tascam DR10 field recorder. And this really kind of upgraded our videos because we could use 2 microphones with it. The Tascam DR100 really added a lot to our audio, and it also added a lot of complexity. And so Ray and I both had to learn new stuff. We had to learn about setting gain. We had to learn about pads. We had to learn all kinds of things that were features of that recorder, and things that we sometimes used and sometimes didn't use. We learned about limiters and just all kinds of things that this new recorder introduced into the mix. It was fun to learn, it was fun to use, and our audio quality got better. The little Tascam DR100 had a problem. My least favorite thing in the world, built-in batteries, lithium batteries in particular, that they use in all of the electronic devices today. Well, the ones in the DR100 failed. I had to put that little guy to rest. Actually, we put him back in service because it will run off on a USB battery pack. It's usable, but I seriously don't trust it. So I was watching the advertisements on one of the local sales sites, Lazada, and I found a Zoom F6 on sale for quite a good price. It was $460 versus the nearly $700 or $750 that I saw on Amazon. So I decided I'd grab it. It was the same price that I paid for my DR100 secondhand 6 or 7 years ago, so I thought it was a real bargain. When I opened the box, this box here, I found this little guy right here, the Zoom F6. If you'll notice, it's got 3 inputs on this side and 3 inputs on this side, hence the name F6. I think the F stands for either field recorder or something like that, I'm not sure. It definitely has 6 inputs, and it has 6 faders on the front that are controlled for the different inputs. It has a level of complexity about 6 times greater than our little Tascam pocket recorders, and at least 3 times greater than our DR100. So it's a complicated little instrument. I spent 2 days on this thing before I ever got a file out of it that looked like anything other than just a line of static. It was really difficult. It was not easy to understand. Paperwork that comes with the unit, the little brochure and instruction manual, doesn't tell you much. I watched all of the videos I could find on YouTube about this little recorder. This thing added a lot of complexity. It has things for take and scene number. It's got controls for the recording settings for the 6 different inputs. You can have a mix of regular microphones and phantom powered microphones. It had a recording setting. It has 6 or 7 different ways you could record. It was just a mess. It was really hard to figure this thing out. And after about 3 days of playing with it and working with it, I finally got clean files out of it, clean audio files. And I did that using the dual record 24-bit and 32-bit float with this, and came up with 2 good files. And man, it made my day. I was really pleased with that. But there were just more menu choices on this thing than there are when you go order a Subway sandwich. There was a lot of stuff, and it kind of led me to believe that you really have to set up the basics on here, get it set up for like you're going to use it with the microphones you're going to use. Maybe your lav mics on one side and your boom mics and phantom powered mics on the other side or something, but you have to get it pretty well set up and then decide what microphones you're going to use, and then you only have a few settings to change. As far as using the features that it has, like time code and scenes and things like that, I just don't think that those are going to be something that Ray and I'll need to bother with when we record the old guys talking shit videos. The main thing we were looking for there was extra inputs so that we can have our lavaliers on the main talent, and then if we have a guest to interview, we can just add another mic and plug it right in. That was what we were looking for. So that feature, I think we can figure out. I will tell you though, that if you buy one of these, I wouldn't think that you can pull it out of the case and use it the first time you plug it in. It's a bit of a challenge. It's not as easy as it looks. The thing is a beautiful little piece of equipment. It's got a great looking menu. It's got all kinds of ways to power it. You can USB power it. You can power it with one of these big batteries here. And it also holds 4 AA batteries inside. So powering the thing is really easy. It can be powered with AC if you just use like a charger for a cell phone. The charger can plug right in the little USB port and power the thing all day long. It'll record a long time on one of these batteries. So that's a pretty nice thing. Let me say this, I was definitely challenged by this technology, and usually I'm pretty good with tech, but this little guy right here wasn't easy. And it took me about 3 days to know that I could actually plug in some microphones and get a recording out of it that I could use. Like I said, I think if you buy one of these, don't think you're going to take it out of the box and use it the first 30 minutes. You're not going to be able to do that. It definitely has a learning curve. And the learning curve for me was about 3 days. That's a long time. And I watched a lot of YouTube videos that actually helped me through that learning curve. The F6 is a great little tool, and I think it's going to serve us well. It's a well-built little box. I think it's going to be a good one, but it was a complicated thing to figure out. I will tell you that. This is JR, the TextPat OTG, saying this little guy was a technology challenge. Thank y'all for watching.